Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Kevina Agnes Santosa, and everyone calls me Vina.
Hello everyone, my name is Alecia Cindy and you can call me Chia.
So my name is Maharani Kusuma Dewi, but everyone calls me Rara.
So first, I was really impressed by the university reputation, especially in the field of design. Yemen has a very strong academic records and it's known for its quality education. I also want to experience a different environment and meet people from various background and culture. Why I chose visited as my major? Well, I've always been passionate about art and design, and I'm interested in working in the field of branding and marketing. And I think visual communication design provides a strong foundation for these areas, and I believe it will open doors to a range of existing career possibilities. I've always been drawn to the idea of living in a modern minimalist house. It's not just a passing trend for me. There are several reasons why I find it so appealing. First and foremost, I love the simplicity and clean lines of modern minimalist design. I find it visually appealing and calming, and it's not cultured with unnecessary details or decoration. And that to me promotes the sense of tranquility. Other than that, efficiency is a big one too. Modern minimalist house often features efficient layout and smart design. They make the most of the available space, and I like the idea of living in a space that doesn't waste resources or feel cramped.
In my spare time, I usually do something that I like, which is drawings and sometimes is painting. I think this activity can be my stress relief and I feel happy after doing it. I also often take the time to exercise since I always exercise, so it's like a habit. Before I live in Jakarta, every week I always took the time to exercise. I used to play badminton and also boxing, but now because there are no facilities, I choose to swim. Then I also take advantage of the time to rest. I usually watch movie and get enough of sleep. Because of the busy lecture schedule, I need time to rest and me time. I currently live in an apartment in BSD, Tangerang, not big and not small, just a place that is enough and comfortable to live in. Currently, I live alone because my family is in Semarang and I have to go to Jakarta for my uni. My apartment can be occupied by 2 people and has many facilities. There is a large swimming pool, gym facilities, park, and even right in front of my apartment, there's a huge lake that is usually made for exercising. Many people bring their pet, mostly of dogs, to walk around the lake, and you can also go to the cafe on the lake.
I went to Doremi School in Denpasar, Bali when I was in kindergarten. And I don't really remember much about the school, but as I remember, the school has many facilities such as computer lab, playground, canteen, sport fields, swimming pool, and of course classes. And then I graduated from kindergarten and moved to Tunas Daud School until high school. So basically, I spent most of my life there with my friends since elementary. It also has many facilities like computer lab, canteen, fields, swimming pools, library, hall, classes, and many more. And Tunas Daud is a Christian school, so we did a morning devotion every morning before class, and I met a lot of great friends and great teachers and learned many new things to improve my skills, academic and non-academic skills. So thank you, schools. Okay, so I like bands. I listen to several genres like pop, alternative, pop punk, pop rock, and garage rock, and I listen to both Western and Indonesian music. Actually, I don't have any specific reason on why I like that type of music, but those genres just give me energy and make me want to dance. And I think my taste in music doesn't change that much because over the years I discovered more genres and more artists. And I used to listen to pop songs, but when I discovered Five Songs, I became interested in pop punk, pop rock, and anything that sounded similar like that. That's it.
Okay. A brand is more than just name and logo. It's like its whole personality. The brand name is what we recognize, and the logo is its visual face. Tagline or slogans, they are like just those catchy phrases that sum up what the brand is all about. Colors and fonts set the vibe, and how the brand talks its voice is super important too. Then there's the mission and values, which guide what the brand stands for. The product or service offered have to match up with these promises, and how customers feel during their whole experience really counts. Even packaging and design play a part. It's like following the brand rules, the guidelines, to keep everything looking the same. It's like a mix of all these things that make a brand who it is. And when it's done right, it can build loyalty, recognition, and trust in the long run.
Skills play a crucial role for a designer. With skill, a designer possesses a strong foundation to produce better work than those who don't have these skills. Design skills are a valuable investment that open doors to various opportunities and allows one to achieve success in various fields. Skills that a designer should have include an understanding of design principles such as typography, color, and composition. There are fundamental skills that a designer must possess. By understanding design principle, designers are better equipped to express their creativity. They can create work that aligns with the intended goals. Design principles also contribute to the visual quality of a pieces. Another essential skill is proficiency in using design software like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Procreate, and the others. The ability to illustrate is also important for a designer. Equally important is the skill to use visual elements to communicate a message clearly.
To make a design or to visualize messages, a graphic designer needs to do planning and analyze what to design. First, as a graphic designers, we need to know what the clients want or need, how the design and messages should portray. And then we have to do some research for the art style, for the target audience that we want to reach, and the issue or culture that want to be talked about in the design. After getting the brief and do some research, we need to do some sketches to illustrate our vision for the design that would be assisted with the clients. It consists of color, illustration, size, font, photography, and style, and kind of like image board. And in the process of making the design, we use various techniques such as visual hierarchy, white space, rule of third, how to choose the font and color, grid, layouting, gradient, adding contrast, and letter spacing. Wow, what software are you using right now?
InDesign.
Ooh.
Have you guys ever used InDesign before?
No.
I haven't.
Haven't.
So what software do you guys usually use?
I mostly use Procreate and Adobe Illustrator because I like drawing more than designing. And the other software for designing, like InDesign or Photoshop, I mostly use only for uni work purposes.
Oh, I see. What about you, Chia?
I use After Effects a lot because I very love MoGraph.
Wow.
Yeah, because After Effects is a perfect software for a designer like us because you can incorporate motion, visual effect into their work. So like enabling the creation of animation, movie titles, transition, and 3D designs.
Do any of you use Photoshop often?
I used to use PS a lot back then. I think Photoshop is a fantastic for image editing, offering 2D and 3D manipulation, compositing, and image analysis.
I don't use Photoshop because I prefer illustration than digital imaging. That's why I use Procreate and Illustrator for creating factor illustration, logos, and fonts.
Okay. personal.
Yeah.
Which team are you on? Team PS or Team AI?
Actually,
Trader.
I'm interested in publishing for magazine, newspaper, reports, and brochures. So I choose InDesign because InDesign is essential for page layout.
You don't even answer my question. But anyway, I agree. InDesign is the best software for editing, for layouting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think every software has their own specialty. And
Yeah.
talking about publishing, do you ever design a book cover?
Yes, I've already designed book covers twice.
I want to ask you something. So, right now I'm in process of making a booklet, and can you share like the tips for making a book cover? I'm so confused. I don't know where to start.
Yeah, please. I want to know too.
Hmm.
Because cover is a crucial part of a book, and it is the first impression for a book and how to make an impressive cover.
Okay. So we need to know the book's genre first and its content. Make sure that the cover matches the content, and so it will help readers understand the book.
Isn't the target audience important for choosing our book cover style?
I think understanding the specific interests and preferences
Mhm.
of the target readers is essential for designing the art style that will be used for the book cover.
Oh.
Yes, and design trends for book covers change over time, so keeping up with current design trends is important to make the book look fresh and appealing so to today's readers.
I see. Okay, know that. Do you ever imagine if you have your own publishing company?
Honestly, I haven't think that far yet.
Okay, what about you, Rara? If you have a company, would you use illustration and photography in your company for your company visual identity?
I think illustration and photographies and like cards, calendars, booklets, or other designs for our company are important to support and visualize narrative or messages in a design so that the audience will be easier to understand the messages.
I think illustration and photography things can also beautify the design and make it more pleasing to our eyes.
Yeah. And I think the use of illustration and photo will also enhance the company's image and respectability.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, a high quality photo is the main way to influence potential clients, and photographs can establish credibility, and because clients or customers
Mhm.
can see what they're associated with. Illustrations in the company cards, calendars, booklet will leave an unforgettable impression about the company.
Yes. And illustration using a mascot is a great way to tell a story, explain the company's concept, and it can take the customers on a journey.
It's make our company become more recognizable to our customer, their
Yeah.
customer, right? Mhm.
Yes.
Guys, I'm curious, what is the most memorable act you guys ever seen?
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, let me start first.
Okay.
Okay, I think for me, Bang Bang is the most memorable advertisement that I've ever seen on television. Because I feel when I see Bang Bang,
Mhm.
it brings back memories and nostalgia, right? Right?
Which Bang act?
Yeah, which band?
The one where they're a couple that broke up because the guy chose to eat Bang Bang directly, regularly. Meanwhile, the girl's dad prefers it cold. And then an iconic song started to play, like an iconic song by Marcel Siahan called Pri Cintaku. And then they changed the lyric to suit the ad.
There is an advertisement that more memorable than that bang bang. You know, margin ads. Do you know that margins commercial have a unique feature, which is that there are only air once a year. Every year, margin commercial present a continuation story from the previous year.
OMG, really?
Yeah,
I've never noticed it was aired once a year.
I get very excited while I'm waiting for the continuation of these ads, and the margin commercial that I always remember is around 2015, when there was a boy and a girl who playing sepak takraw together inside their house.
That ad, yeah, I think I remember that ad. Yeah, it was really memorable.
Yeah, me too. For me, the most memorable ads is the ad of Bangu sweet soy sauce. Do you know? Do you know?
Malika.
Yeah, that's one.
Malika.
That's one. That the first in the ads, we see a farmer with his wife and their kids, and he say, "Ini anak kami." Ada juga yang di kebun. That's so funny.
Wow.
And then he mentioned that the Malika seed in the farm that he raised with full of love, like his own kids. And it's at Bangu company introduced the name of Malika seed that they used on their product. So yeah, like that.
Yeah, Malika is still famous
Yeah.
until right now even.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bangu is pretty iconic. And yeah, by the way, today's topic is very insightful. Yeah.
I think so.
But I have to go, guys.